Actually, I'd like to make a toast.
Yes.
To girl power.
Girl power!
Girl power.
And not like the 90s Jerry Halliwell version. I actually started rewatching mere days ago the Spice World movie.
I actually did intend for the 90s Jerry Hill version of it.
So this is the thing, and what we will talk about in more detail, which is, I don't know the last time you watched the Spice World movie.
I don't want to, I'm scared.
You should be scared. You should be scared, because I went back and I was like saying to Teddy, and I was like, look, this is a foundational piece of pop culture for me. We need to watch this weirdness together.
Mm-hmm.
And like a few minutes in, I was just like, oh my god, no wonder we're all so fucked up.
Shit, I didn't even think about it that way. What was fucked up about Spice World for you?
There was a moment where an American executive was watching a music video of the Spice Girls and basically talking about which one he'd prefer to fuck. And it was really overtly in like that, like, I'd go for the baby one, you know? And he'd pitched the baby one, and I was like, oh, in a movie for young girls, we had an older American man with money select the youngest looking one, whose name is Baby Spice, as being the most fuckable of the 5 Spice Girls. It's weird, because in our society that's totally normalised. That's a Harvey Weinstein moment. But like when you rewatch it as a young woman and you go, oh, remember when we all picked which Spice Girl we were? Part of what we were picking is like, when you would hear people talk about it and they'd be like, nah, I don't want to fuck that Spice Girl. Like, I had that all the time. I was the sporty Spice. I had the short hair, had a great high kick. Like, I was just watching this movie and I was just like, oh my god. Like, every girl in the world saw that.
First of all, hearing you say this, I'm just like, oh my god, she's totally right. That's exactly what was going on. And second of all, you totally just ruined the Spice Girls for me. My childhood, Casey.
I think the way that... Let me take you on a journey back.
Fine, but then I'm going to tell you about my history with the Spice Girls, my personal history.
Tell me your history with the Spice Girls. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hear you, and then I'm going to heal you.
I grew up in Nelson, top of the South. Like, I don't know how many people. It felt like 10,000. Maybe I think maybe it's maybe 40,000 now. And it was a very white place, and it was very, I don't know, it was very sort of proper. Look, in hindsight, it was very proper. At the time, I just felt oppressed and bored and tedious. And then the Spice Girls came along, and it was like, oh my god. And at this time, I was like a preteen, and it was excruciating. It was an excruciating experience being a preteen. I grew so many boobs, and there was so much unnecessary attention before this, like, when I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
As the story goes. And it was just like, ugh, how tedious. I'd be dressed down, and then, like, along came the Spice Girls, and they're like, girl power, did you know that women are second-class citizens? And I was like, oh, that never occurred to me. They're so right. And they're like, you can do what you want. You can be as liberated as you want. You can wear insane outfits. And I'm like, yes, thank you for thank you for telling me that it could be this way, because it did not occur to me that it could be any other way. So when I was like 12 and 13, I think 12, 13? Somewhere between 11 and 13, and my friends used to dress up as Spice Girls frequently, and I can't remember, I think it just ended up being scary, probably because I'm a woman of colour. Well, there weren't even that many of us. There were 3 of us. That's not even a full Spice Girls, like, kid out. But, like, you're so right. Like, why do they get, like, in hindsight, they just got so overly sexualized, capitalized on this. And, you know, I think that's totally fair. That, like, obviously they do that. That's the logical thing to do. And I don't blame them for it. And in some ways, it's like, thank you for having such a huge platform where you could be as sexy or scary or whatever it is that you wanted to be out loud.
Well, that was the thing that redeemed me to it, because when I separated the women who did that as a job, and I
did what's a job?
Be the Spice Girls.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you separate it from Spice World, which was probably written by a male screenwriter, probably directed by a male director, trying to capitalize on this amazing energy that was happening in the UK, because these 5 women were really like pushing the boundaries and making young women feel like they mattered. And I think that to me was like the journey that I went on of like, it's almost like religion, right? You're young and you're raised in religion, and then you like have doubts and you lose it, but then you find your way back to like living in a world and understanding it and having your own spirituality path. Spice Girls in this metaphor are Jesus. You grow up with them and it shapes your life and it shapes who you are. And then you realize that like they were also like 5 young women working in an industry that did not care what happened to them. And yet despite that, they managed to change the world. That's incredible. Like that's something that women everywhere should go, fuck yes, the Spice Girls did it.
We're having such a good time.
I've been crazy, guys, like I did last time.
Okay, you do it.